guys. Yeah, 2 reviews. 2 reviews. That's 4. This is 2. 2 reviews in a very short period of time. And don't ask why, I've just had the time. So, Studio Series Rampage. Quick backstory on this. This was actually kind of a dream come true for me because I loved Rampage in Revenge of the Fallen, even though he was kind of a one-off character who got a quite bad butt-kicking from Bumblebee. But I loved his design. I thought it was one of the more unique, gnarly Decepticon designs that we got. So when I found the Studio Series one that was way more accurate than the original, which, by the way, if you want to get the original Revenge of the Fallen Rampage figure that was released in the accurate red, good luck. Good luck on that. You're going to be paying about $80 on eBay. So, Rampage here. He's not perfect, but about as perfect as you're going to get for this design. And still be able to incorporate him into Devastator. Because that's another thing that I find very funny about the movie is, hey, look, here's Rampage, the Constructicon. More on that in a minute. Rampage, the Constructicon. He just died, but somehow he's still part of Devastator. Nobody said the movies were perfect, but the action was fun. Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree that the action sequences and some of the character designs were really fun? Okay, moving on. So, this is basically what you get when you take a G1 Predacon name, design the robot mode as after a Beast Wars Predacon, and then decide, hey, let's make him a Constructicon. And after seeing his robot mode, if you disagree with me, you need to go watch Beast Wars. Just throwing that out there. Quick comparison. Here we have his homie Scrap Metal. Sorry, my hands are shaky. Haven't had coffee yet. Yeah, not a whole lot to his vehicle mode. I mean, it's pretty good. He's got his little, makeshift cropped slot makers. I grew up on a cow farm. I didn't grow up on a veggie farm, so don't question me. Okay, so don't really have much else to go on. The only thing I can honestly gripe about is I kind of wish they had like one more panel right here to hide that little bitty gap. That's probably my only legitimate complaint about this one. Other than that, pretty much everything you can just say is tractor bits, or bulldozer bits in this case. So, transformation. First thing you want to do is come down here, unpeg his treads from the front here. Now free you up to take this piece out. This comes into play later. However, I will say this. When you're transforming him back into bulldozer mode, he's a little bit difficult to get his treads lined up right. So I honestly suggest, because they peg in up here too, right? It's way up underneath here. It's more accurate to show you peg in right there. I suggest actually getting everything from his treads together, and then pegging this in. It helps you get everything into place. So this piece is actually very helpful for that. So, quick side note, we do have to take a minute and transform this to make it proper. Done. So, moving back to Rampage, come down here to the side. If you see right here, these parts are sectioned out. You want to take this piece right here and fold it down. It actually pegs into place on this piece right here. Fold this piece up. I want to come and do the same on this side. And these are both hard to get undone and hard to get lined back up. So once you do that, you have those out of the way. You want to splay his arms out like these, like this. Then you want to bring him down on this hinge, so you basically get his robot mode just like that. You can kind of S him out like this to give him a little bit more of that weird pogo look that he had in the movie, but you can just keep him straight if you want. So then you come in here, take this piece right here that was pegged into his side, You flip it out like this, becomes one of his fingers. You want to grab this piece just like this, and it just folds out just a little bit, widens his hands out. Then on this side, if you look right there, that finger is tabbed in right there. It tabs in very securely, and it's hard to get tabbed in all honesty. Then you just fold that down like so. And then you can do basically whatever you want with his treads, because you know he would slap Bumblebee with his treads in the movie. So you can either have them like that, set that piece out of the way, you can have them pegged in like that. You can basically do whatever you want. I just leave them hanging. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here real quick. I will fast forward this time. Of course, now that I'm trying to fast forward, it won't. Okay. Then you come under here, flip out the last little part of his foot there, and then in order to keep him standing, you take this piece, you plug it into the bottom of his little footy thing there, and you have Rampage. Now for those of you who actually watched Beast Wars, see what I'm talking about? He basically looks like a springy lobster. I mean, even his face, even his face looks like it's based off of Beast Wars Rampage. There's really no other way to say that. He looks like he was designed after Beast Wars Rampage, which is just funny to me. Now, because I don't like pausing my videos and I suck at video editing, as most of you know, I'm going to on the fly transform him real quick. Should have elevator music or something going right here. Okay, now we have Scrap Metal and Rampage sitting together. Fairly significant size difference between these guys. But yeah, I want to go over the posability of him real quick. It's pretty simple. You have this, you have this, and you have this, and his fingers move, and his treads move. His head moves too. You can get some head bobbing action. What do you want? He's a lobster, basically. But he's a cool looking lobster. He's a gnarly, cool looking lobster. And he looks down on you. So, for reasons I don't fully understand, other than yes, he did in fact have guns in the movie, you can take these pieces, which are at the tops of his plow right here, his bucket, and you can take them off and peg them into his the bottom part of his hand here, where his sort of bottom finger is. So he kind of sort of has guns now. Emphasis on the kind of sort of. It's one of those takes a lot of imagination for that. And unfortunately, I kind of wish they had managed to get like one more joint right here for him. But you know, it's not a horrible thing that they didn't. Also, I think this part right here, this part moves. I'm pretty sure that is for the pretty sure that's for the combination form, which I'm not showing you. Look, I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't like taking the time to show combinations simply because it's nothing but padding out the video for me. And let's be honest, by now you've probably seen M goes, and he always goes over the transformations into combination mode. So I'm going to leave it at that because I'm kind of just rambling at this point. Should you get him? Well, of course. He's a pogo lobster. Why would you not want a pogo lobster that turns into a bulldozer? Honestly. Having said that, have a good day. God bless.